Hey, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, make sure you click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss new content. And if you're a returning visitor, thanks for stopping back and supporting the channel. We really appreciate it. Now, we've got another exciting video for you today as we get ready to roll right into the NFL regular season. In today's video, we'll be going through each team's win-loss record, who will come out on top. Stick around to find out how your team will do this year. Okay, let's get started in the AFC East. Buffalo is clearly the class of the division and should wind up with a 13-4 record, followed by a revamped New England squad at 9-8. Miami and New York battle it out for third place, but ultimately Miami wins out with a 5-12 record as New York slips to 4-13. On to the AFC North division. Lamar Jackson got robbed of the MVP award last season and has more to prove in the playoffs and keeps the Ravens in first place with an 11-6 record. The Steelers shock everyone with an aging quarterback and take second place with a 9-8 record, but they missed the playoffs because of tiebreakers. Cincinnati takes third place with an 8-9 record, and Cleveland, expected to be in last place, fulfills their destiny, but wins a surprising 6 games. Now, over to the AFC South. Houston rebounds from a below-average year last year and stays atop the division with a 10-7 record. Indianapolis limps into second place behind the arm of Daniel Jones with an 8-9 record. Jacksonville and Tennessee tie for the worst record in the division, each with a 6-11 mark. Going out to the AFC West, we see Kansas City is still the team to beat with a 13-4 record. Denver and Los Angeles both make the playoffs as wildcard teams with 10-7 records, while Las Vegas comes in with a winning record of 9-8, but misses out on the playoffs because of tiebreakers. All right, let's switch conferences to the NFC. In the NFC East, Philadelphia is still the team to beat in the conference, much less the East. They come in with a 13-4 record. Washington looks to get back to the playoffs for a second straight year, and Jaden Daniels is good enough to get them to an 11-6 record and secure a spot in the postseason. Dallas is slightly above average at 9-8, and the Giants just don't have enough quarterback play to be any better than 5-12. Now, sliding into the NFC North division, we see Detroit once again assert their dominance with a 13-4 record. Green Bay continues to shine with a 10-7 record, which is good enough for a postseason spot. And Minnesota falls off after the magical Sam Darnold season, and they end up with an 8-9 record, good enough for third place. Caleb Williams makes minimal progress this year, and Chicago stalls to 7-10 on the season. The NFC South is once again wide open, although the Bucs are the favorites and wind up in first place with a 9-8 record. New Orleans finds a way to win one more game than the Falcons and the Panthers for a second place at 6-11. The Falcons, Michael Penix, struggles, and the Panthers continue to find ways to lose, with both teams coming in with 5-12 records. Finally, in the NFC West, we see the Seahawks take the reins and secure first place in the division and a playoff spot with a 10-7 record. The Rams and 49ers provide stiff divisional competition, but the Rams are just slightly better than the 49ers, ending with a 9-8 record and making the playoffs, while the Niners wind up with an 8-9 record. The Cardinals, again, are looking for ways to win and find themselves in last place with a 7-10 record. As we enter postseason play, we see the Bills and Eagles take the top seed in their respective conferences. The Chiefs, Ravens, Texans, Lions, Seahawks, and Buccaneers are the remaining division winners. The Broncos, Chargers, and Patriots are the AFC wildcard teams, while the Commanders, Packers, and Rams are the wildcard teams in the NFC. The Chiefs, Ravens, and Broncos move on to the divisional round in the AFC, while the Commanders, Packers, and Lions move on for the NFC. Buffalo survives a scare with the Broncos to make it back to the championship game, while Lamar Jackson and the Ravens fall short once again as the Chiefs move on for a rematch with Josh Allen and the Bills. Green Bay hangs tough for the first half of their game with the Eagles before the Eagles pull away with the victory. And the Lions defense gets after Jaden Daniels and pressures him into a few mistakes that cost the Commanders the game. Another rematch between two stud quarterbacks in Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, and Mahomes comes out on top again, helping the Chiefs advance to another Super Bowl appearance. And a healthy Detroit defense stymies the Eagles' offense and gets them into the Super Bowl to square off with the Chiefs. Looks like the Cinderella season for Travis Kelce and the Chiefs comes to an abrupt end as the Lions' defense is just too much to overcome, and the Lions go on to win their first Super Bowl. Thanks for making it all the way to the end. And just a reminder, this will be your last chance to vote on the 2 polls up on my community page to determine the September football and baseball cards to be graded. Also, make sure you tune in next week as we review my first Sport Lots auction win. If you don't know what Sport Lots is, make sure you check out this video. Okay, stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time.